Let's talk to Howard Cox, who is the founder of Fair Fuel UK, and he is also Reform UK's London mayoral candidate. Howard, you're very welcome to the programme. How are you?
I'm very well, Peter. Great to be on your show, mate.
Thank you. The people have spoken in Uxbridge and South Ruislip. This is an issue on the Ultra Low Emission Zone. It's not just about London, of course. It's also about, there's a Ulez in Birmingham. There's also one in Glasgow. There are lots of low traffic neighbourhoods, 15-minute cities, lots of different councils looking at this as a fundraiser. But, I mean, I just think it's pretty astonishing, Howard. I don't know if you've come across the thoughts of the Mayor of London, your big rival, actually, Sadiq Khan, who has said today, I'm quite clear, I'm going to carry on doing what I have been doing over the past few years, which is to listen to Londoners on a whole range of issues, whether it is air pollution, climate change, or the support they need to make that transition. I mean, the fact is, they've spoken loudly and clearly, Sadiq. They don't like your Ulez. But he's not listening, is he, Howard?
No, he's not at all. And I'm sorry, he's very economical with the truth, and he's got an ego the size of a planet, and he thinks what he says goes. And I'm not alone with that across all political parties that are fighting him. Even a lot of Labour people I spoke to in the Uxbridge areas, there was one issue in town in Uxbridge. It's simply that, to stop the Ulez expansion. And Stephen Cardwell, he decided to stand on it, and I'm afraid the Labour candidate, who actually was opposed to the Ulez expansion, was put down by his boss, Sadiq Starmer. So what we're seeing here is one issue dictating. I'm delighted what's happened, but I'm not surprised.
Emily Thornberry sadly did not apparently have time in her diary to speak to us today. I would have loved to have interviewed Emily Thornberry. I've done that before. But she told the BBC, it's very difficult because Sadiq is right that the air quality in London is terrible. And I speak as someone who was diagnosed with asthma at the beginning of this week. I'm very sorry to hear that about Emily Thornberry being diagnosed with asthma. She continued, I think it's the right policy, talking about Ulez. I suspect it's the way it's being done. And I hope that Sadiq will look at it again. I know that we're asking him to. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. If you charge people £12.50 to leave their driveway, they're probably not going to like it, are they, Howard?
You're absolutely right. And we've got to get this in perspective, because this thing about the air quality, London is in the top 25 cleanest cities in the world in terms of it. But our underground is in the bottom. We are terrible. We've got 1,800% more particulate matter being breathed in every time by millions of travellers in the underground, which Sadiq Khan is completely ignoring. And let's remember that TfL said the Ulez expansion itself would not make any demonstrable difference on the air we will breathe, the quality of the air we breathe. We all want clean air, but you don't do it by hitting people in the pocket. This is purely a cash-grabbing exercise. Nothing less, nothing more, to pay off for his massive incompetence in managing London's debt. And he's got a massive black hole of debt, and that's why he's doing this, nothing less. And on July the 31st, Mr. Justice Swift will be passing his judgment on the judicial review about the process of actually whether it was a lawful process to actually introduce the Ulez expansion. So we wait with bated breath. This loss to Labour in the London constituency, where Ulez is very, very a big issue, and the judicial review, I'm afraid, add those together. I just hope Sadiq Khan will listen this time.
Well, we will see what happens, certainly. Howard, thank you very much indeed. That's Howard Cox, who is the founder of Fair Fuel UK, and he's also Reform UK's London mayoral candidate. Thank you to him.